And according to new rumors, Andrew Garfield will finally return. And as 3 characters, and he won't be alone. After the intro, we'll discuss the flood of leaks. Stay tuned. Hello, Pop Culture Society, we're back. Let's talk about Spider-Man once again. Let's talk about Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield had his 2 Spider-Man movies, which were not successful, neither with critics nor with the audience. And he was replaced by Tom Holland when Marvel Studios took over co-producing the movies. He was treated unfairly until he returned in Spider-Man No Way Home along with Tobey Maguire, forming a trio of Spider-Man, and since then, this speculation started: where is Spider-Man 4, directed by Sam Raimi with Tobey Maguire? Where is the Amazing Spider-Man 3 with Andrew Garfield? And then all those speculations and rumors. It's happening, it's going to happen, it's almost here. Just a little longer. Wait another 72 hours. So far, nothing. And it's already been a good 4 years since that movie was released, which makes it pretty clear that there was never any intention to bring Andrew Garfield back for many reasons. Andrew Garfield isn't interested in returning for a long run as Spider-Man, and Sony isn't interested in investing in the same character twice. The name Spider-Man might be tied up in legal issues in Tom Holland's contract with Sony and Disney. So it could be a technical impossibility, a legal impossibility, an artistic impossibility, a professional impossibility, an impossibility from every angle. So there was never actually any idea of Andrew Garfield coming back. It never happened. We kept talking and speculating here like, oh, he's coming back, but it never happened. If it had happened, we would already know. There would have been an announcement. There would be some kind of more credible element to justify Andrew Garfield's return. In my opinion, I really like Andrew Garfield. I would love to see The Amazing Spider-Man 3. He's my favorite Spider-Man. But I don't see that happening. Oh, but what about a return with a special appearance now in the multiverse saga, blah, blah, blah? We have a problem. Secret Wars is a Marvel Studios movie. Spider-Man No Way Home was a Sony movie. I believe that Andrew Garfield can only appear in Sony movies and not in Marvel Studios movies. There's also a legal impossibility in bringing a guy back like that, as it involves many people, producers, and names that need to be considered. Locked in, a lot of checks involved, it's extremely complicated to make that transition. And besides, the meeting of the spiders already happened. If you're going to repeat that, you're going to tell the same story twice. If Marvel does something multiversal, they'll likely want to differentiate it from what Sony has already done. But now the insider live warrior The live warrior from the 5th division of the Insiders is saying that Andrew Garfield will return for Secret Wars. And not just as Spider-Man. He will be Spider-Man, the Scarlet Spider, and one of the versions of Mr. Fantastic. So, besides being Spider-Man again, he will also appear as the Scarlet Spider and as one of the versions of the Reed Richards Council. It's complicated, isn't it? I don't even know where to start. Spider-Man coming back, I think that's difficult for reasons I've already explained. Scarlet Spider. What for, really? Who is Scarlet Spider? Are you going to do an introduction in Secret Wars when there's that big fight with a bunch of characters? How are you going to introduce the new Spider-Man? Strange. And Reed Richards is one of the most random things I've ever seen, right? Why not Ben Stiller? So I think Live Warrior is just farming likes, farming engagement on Live Warrior. This rumor makes no sense at all. It makes no sense. I don't doubt anything. Anything can happen. The multiverse is there for that. But in my experience, I don't see Andrew Garth coming back. Not even for a character like Map 3. Besides that, there's another rumor going around that Andrew Garfield will be back as Spider-Man. Yes, this rumor doesn't mention Scarlet Spider or Reed Richards, but that he will be a duo, an unusual duo with Deadpool. Well, I've already given all the reasons why Andrew Garfield wouldn't come back. There are plenty of reasons to doubt that Andrew Garfield will make another appearance as Spider-Man. Deadpool is another problem, which Ray Reynolds himself pointed out in a recent interview. How do you adapt Deadpool for Marvel Studios? Because Deadpool works in his own world, from his own point of view, in his crazy parody style. Placing Deadpool among the Avengers diminishes his unique appeal and charm. Ray Reynolds has been racking his brain trying to figure this out, but he hasn't found a solution yet. And there are no signs that Ryan Reynolds would be back as Deadpool. Not even for a Deadpool 4, let alone a Deadpool in Secret Wars. And it would really be very unusual, very shocking, if Deadpool and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man teamed up at some point in Secret Wars while everything is happening. I think people might be thinking that Secret Wars is going to be something much bigger than it actually will be. I think we might be seeing the Multiverse of Madness event repeating itself. Because movies aren't like comic book pages where you can put 150 characters and spend half an hour on that page counting the characters you know and the ones you don't. You're a geek, you're a nerd, you know them all. And then every little part of the page is a different surprise. Cinema is an art in motion. You can't put that many events at the same time in a movie. The movie doesn't hold up. And the Russell brothers know this very well. They've already said in interviews that they left out Marvel characters in Endgame because there wasn't enough time to explain who that character was, and the audience would get confused. So don't expect anything different this time. I'm not saying that Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man and Deadpool are very unknown characters. They're not, but at the very least, they'd have to give some context for this duo. It can't be something random. So I think this humor as well, it doesn't hold up. There's nothing pointing in that direction. Let's focus on the characters that have already been announced or that are already there. In the Marvel universe, right? The ones that are being worked on, not people from outside who haven't even shown up yet and are just going to appear there, opens a portal, Ghost Rider shows up, hits Cyclops with his chain, opens a portal, leaves, and that's it. Poor Cyclops. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Thank you very much. I'll stop here. Write down below what you think about this idea. Andrew Garfield and Spider-Man teaming up with Deadpool, Scarlet Spider, and Reed Richards. Also Andrew Garfield's version. What do you think? I'll be back soon with another Dr. Pop. After the event, stay with me a little longer by clicking the channel options that appear. See you later, soon in a bit. Bye. Thank you for watching.